Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hair Tips with Tijuana. I am your host, Tijuana Lane, facilitator, educator, entrepreneur, owner, and lead stylist, hair care specialist at Quality of Excellence Hair Designers, and we properly care for all textures of hair and all skin types. I am here to talk about something that we talk about all the time, the relaxed hair and the permed hair. Sometimes people call relaxed hair perms, and sometimes people don't realize that the perm hair is the curly hair. We're chemically curling the hair, even if you still have a little curl pattern in your hair. So the relaxed hair is going from curly, whatever type of curl pattern you have in your hair, to straight. All right? So we want to make sure we understand that. So the conversation is always, these days, the last few years, it's about my hair being naturally curly or wearing your hair natural styles without the relaxer or the chemical. Well, let's just be clear. If you have any color in your hair, it still is chemically treated hair because color is a chemical. However, you can still wear the color in relaxed hair. You just have to make sure that chemical is more of a demi-permanent or a semi-permanent. More so a semi-permanent, which is a nice glaze, is really the better thing to do over relaxed hair. It keeps it nice and healthy, and it's not destroying the cuticle of the hair. All right? So we're making sure that when you're relaxing hair, you're going from a little bit curly to a little bit straight. We got that clear. Permed hair is hair that is being chemically curled. All right, so those are the difference. Relaxed and curly. Relaxed and permed, that is. So we want to make sure that you understand those things. So now that we understand that, we understand the terminology. And some are saying, well, I don't relax the hair anymore and I want to get that chemical out. Okay, that's fine. But please understand one thing. It's better if you're going to do any type of chemical to have it done professionally in a professional salon with a professional licensed stylist or barber. We want to make sure that that's being done. When you're trying to relax your own hair, first of all, you're getting relaxers out of stores. You don't know how long they've been there. You don't know what you're really dealing with all the time. I know we say, listen, I've been doing this since I was young. I get that, I understand. But you can't really see the top of your hair. You can't really see the sides of your hair. You can't really see the back. And also when you're talking about rinsing first rather, then shampooing the chemical out of your hair, it's a difficult thing. In our first couple of episodes, we talked about that shampooing and how it's kind of really hard for you to keep your own hands and arms up long enough to rinse and shampoo your own hair. So we want to make sure that if you are doing this at home, you're not rinsing out that chemical in the shower. You do not want any of that chemical coming down your face, coming down your ears, and touching your skin in any way, shape, or form. But I prefer that you go have it done at a professional salon with a professional stylist. So while we're talking about that, I need you to understand this. If you want to wear your hair chemical free, and even if you have some color in it and you just want to wear it natural, we're wearing the 2-strand twist, the single coil twist, whether it's locks, if you're wearing it naturally curly and you're working up to get that good curl pattern, which takes a little bit of time if your hair doesn't already have like that naturally tight, that 4C, 2C, 3C curl pattern already in your hair. That means that it's kind of going from a limp coil to a tighter coil. That's basically what that means. So you still have to make sure that hair is treated properly. Both the chemically treated relaxed hair and the natural curly hair, or sometimes everybody's hair that is natural doesn't mean that it's curly. I have naturally curly hair, and I don't need to use a flat iron or curling iron to get it straight. I basically have trained it with good products that I use, and I can just mold it down. It takes a little bit of time to mold it down because those curls pop back up. You guys know what I'm talking about. Pop back up, but I've basically gotten it to have it trained. So when I'm molding it, and I'm tying it down, I don't always have to sit under the dryer. I can get it to air dry. But I need you to understand both types of hair need to be properly treated. They both need to stay moisturized. They both need to be cleaned properly. They both need to be conditioned properly. So that means that you will need to go back to the salon before the year is out. Sometimes you get these relaxers. Oh my goodness, it broke my hair off. Oh my goodness. Well, sometimes it could be too strong. It could be that the chemical was left on too long. And it could be that your hair was already damaged when you got the relaxer. So that's why it's really, really important when you go to a salon and you say, listen, I'm going to get a touch up, or I'm going to get a virgin relaxer. That's hair that has not been relaxed in a lot of years, mainly 2 years on up. Or you are coming back and you're getting it touched up, or just a virgin relaxer. When you're doing something like that, you should get a strand test. And that means that your stylist or your barber is going to take a piece of your hair in the back, mainly the back near that nape, and they're going to test it to see the porosity of the hair. Can your hair hold up to this particular chemical? So if it cannot hold up to the chemical, you need to wait before you can get the relaxer. But let's go to that naturally curly hair. Let's talk about that, or that natural hair, that hair that has no chemical in it. It can still be colored, but it has no chemical in it. Let's talk about that. So a lot of people think that once you cut your hair down, it's going to automatically be these wonderful, beautiful, bouncy, shiny curls. Nope, not all the time. It takes time. It depends on the type of hair that you have. Some people can cut their hair, go down to their naturally curly hair, put some nice, good product in there, get those curls popping. Some people cannot. It takes a little bit of time to do that. So don't be discouraged. It's going to happen. But it is good for you to still see a professional. Am I saying that because I'm a professional? Yes. Yes, I am. Because I get quite a few clients that are at home doing their own hair, and it doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job. But a lot of times you can't really see what's going on up in the crown or the apex, in the back, and on the sides. You can really only see what you can see right in front of you, and that's the front. So we want to make sure that when you're going to a stylist, they're showing you what to do, how to handle. Now, I'm not a fan of co-washing. What does that mean? Co-washing means when you have a shampoo and conditioner in one. I'm not a fan of that. Why? Because you don't know how much shampoo you're getting. You don't know how much conditioner you're getting. I understand it's a quick way to do it. But if you really want that hair to grow, you say, but my hair is growing nicely and it's nice and shiny. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. However, let's go back and let's do it properly. Let's get that good shampoo in. You know, we talked about that in the earlier episodes. Let's get that good conditioning treatment in. Sometimes it's not good enough to just go ahead, put the conditioner in, and just run. Run right out and do what you got to do. Put it in real quick, rinse it out and run. Sometimes you need to take your time out and get a deep conditioner. I like to mix a little bit of good oils in. We do have some of those good oils with Sequence Professionals. I like to mix it with just a dash of what we call Radiate. It's a beautiful serum that we mix with our conditioning treatment. Renovate, which is our deep conditioning treatment, and you can mix a little bit of that together, put it on there, and it's going to help it to be extra shiny, extra strong. It's going to keep those bonds straight and strong. That is strong enough for you to be able to handle it, but also strong enough for those curls to spring back the way you like it. So we're going to make sure that we understand this, whether it is chemically relaxed or it's chemically permed, which is curly, or you're wearing it natural and you're wearing your beautiful natural styles. Regardless of what you're doing, you need to make sure that you see your stylist on a regular basis. If it's every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, just make sure that it's not a long time before you go back and get that scalp and hair treated. Get those ends trimmed properly. Sometimes when you're at home doing your own hair, you miss those little split ends. that can cause the curl pattern not to really be as defined in shape as you would like it. Or when you go to curl that hair with a flat iron or the curling iron, or even if you're using the tension rods or rollers and you're sitting under the dryer, or you're just letting it air dry, whatever it may be, you still want to make sure that you're trimming those ends. You're removing the rest of that dead hair that is split, because once those ends begin to split, they don't stay just split at the end. They begin to move up that strand of hair. So what do we do to combat that? We're going to make sure we get those ends trimmed, and we're also going to make sure that we keep that hair properly shampooed and conditioned. We're making sure that we're taking care of our hair from the inside out and not just from the outside in. So let's go back over this. Chemically straighten hair with relaxers, or we're doing the permed hair, which is curly, or we're doing our natural hair, natural styles. That means with no chemical lye in it that's going to cause the cuticle to be straight. So even if you're wearing your hair natural without the relaxer in it, but you're wearing color in your hair, you want to make sure that you're properly taking care of it, that the hair is not drying out, that scalp is not drying out, that you're making sure that the scalp is clean, the hair is clean. You're making sure that you're doing what? Using not too much product, because less is best. So thank you so much for tuning in to Hair Tips with Tijuana. I am your host, Tijuana Lane. If you would like to correspond with me, my email below is info@qoebeauty.com. If you would like a consultation at the salon, you can call us at the salon at area code 856-543-4086, or you may book a free consultation on our website at www.qoebeauty.com. Thank you again. Please stay well, stay safe, and don't forget, be uniquely you. You have a blessed day.